everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Marshalls going up against the Sentinels. With that, let's get out to Zilker Stadium. We're standing by our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Antonio Marshalls and the Orlando Sentinels. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. In motion is Coates. They're going to look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Now Prescott eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Prescott now on second down. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Play action now. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there in 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go now.
This is Coleman. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Oh, man, my stomach hurts just watching this team call plays. I've heard of going for it on 4th down in the red zone, but not when you're inside your own red zone. And, boy, somehow they take a chance here, and it pays off.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle here to Coates. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he's able to pick up the first down here. Before he goes down at the 26. And the back goes into motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
They come out here in the eye. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, here we go. Green 39. No, check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman. Touchdown. Corey Coleman, 71 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now this offense ready to take over again. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Prescott now on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A screen to Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like they...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we will send you crosstown to our studios right here in Orlando. It's Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now let's go.
Halfback sent in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Boom, there it is. All right, now look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down following the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Coleman now. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. They will run again with Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's a court, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Bell. Always got some breathing room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Let's go!
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They come out here in the eye. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here we go now. Green, 39.
In motion, the tight end. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
First down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Shreds the tackle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 14 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, here's Bell. A strong running. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on